screen all crazy. Whew, this is nice. This car's going out this weekend. I thought I was going to have it, do a bunch of videos in the office. As soon as I turn this thing into my office, it goes out. And the numbers look good. The numbers look good on this car. I'm not getting one-day rentals, even though it's available for one day because the price is set up high. I'm targeting 3 days, but I'm not putting the minimum 3 days. I'm doing that for visibility. So let's just jump right into it. So today I want to go over settings under my TURO account and just run through it. This is unscripted, this is unplanned. I'm just gonna literally go into my account and make sure that I share this with you guys, and maybe we'll talk about why I have certain settings over the other, and we can always talk about it when we chat down below in the comment section below. So yeah, ask your questions down below. I read the comments, I go through the comments, and I share those comments are shared, so it's there's a multiplier for me answering your question when it's through the comments down below, right? If you're emailing me, if you're texting me, I do love those. I love connecting with everyone on the platform. Any new hosts, any potential hosts, I definitely love connecting with you. But I will say, text messaging and phone calls, I'm really not picking up my phone. I'm usually driving, doing a video, or doing a handoff, or on my computer. And text messages is probably the best way. I mean, if it's versus phone calls, but the ultimate best way to share with the community, to see the comments, and so that I can have that multiplier and be able to answer the question for more than just one person, which is just you. I can answer for everyone, which is just you. So I'm in my account right now. I'm gonna go down the BMW 7 Series. Again, this car goes out tomorrow. Has some weekend bookings. I got some future bookings already for it. Nothing new, but I constantly look at my calendar and I look at my pricing. Now, I always have automatic pricing. Now, I was told, or I read, that you need automatic pricing in order to have last minute boost pricing to work. I don't know if that's the case, because I do have one or two other hosts who told me that you don't need that, but it might be something that they might be changing or that they might be implementing soon. So you definitely don't want to be caught without having that feature just because it's not functioning the way it's supposed to right now. So I'm gonna keep mine on. I've been doing really well with automatic pricing, and how I set up my automatic pricing is I will go to hitting edit, and I'll look at my minimum price and I'll look at my maximum price. Now, the maximum that you could set for your minimum price, which right here I have 240, right, is the price of the recommended of the maximum price. So here, this is crazy because now the pricing range here in Vegas is 63 to 326. I have mine set for my minimum or my maximum for the minimum price at 240 because the recommended was 240 max in California. So that means that's already an indicator for me that I could raise my price. So you should be looking at this every single day. I should be looking at this every single day. I think I looked at this yesterday or 2 days ago, and it definitely wasn't recommending 326. So now I can go to my minimum, right? I'll do it right now, 396. And I'll leave the maximum the same, right? So, 326. 326. That's a big jump. And I have been getting bookings at a high price for this car. So, the maximum I've left out of 500, I don't really know if this matters. I've left it up to 1,000. I don't even know how high it'll let me go. 5,000, maybe. So, minimum price is the maximum that you could set for your minimum price is the recommended maximum price. We'll go and save that. Let me just make sure that this is set up for Vegas, because that's crazy. LA or California has always been higher. Now I wonder what it is over in California. And you can do that setting. You can change your address to where you want to put that location. If you want to test out your car in that listing, that's what I've been doing. I don't want TURO Go. I wanted to go location delivery just to make sure that I do have, and I don't even have the right address. So I have no idea how I'm getting these bookings. It's Henderson. So let me just fix that real quick. I'm going to go ahead and, I know I had it open up here somewhere, McCann, there you go. So I'm just going to pull this address real quick. Hopefully it works. Just had it. Alright, so I'm going to copy and paste this address and set it to that. This car has been getting, it just shows that I don't look at every single piece of my listings, every part of my listings, because this address is the area that I'm looking at living. Okay, why does it not see my address? Because I know it's there. There you go. 5757 Wayne Newton. If you're from Las Vegas and you service Las Vegas Airport, I swear here's the hack. Why do I have John Wayne Airport here? I definitely don't want to be delivering at John Wayne Airport. So again, this car's been going out, so I haven't really looked at it. I have free up to 2 miles, so let's keep it like that. Let's see, $120 if they don't book for at least 3 days. I'm gonna go ahead and change that. No, I'll keep it because it's getting bookings. 120 TURO Go, free up to 2 miles. Let's just keep it at those settings. Again, this car's ranking pretty high under the search. So guest instructions, I don't really have anything there. I have just the typical stuff about uploading their driver's license and a selfie to of them holding their driver's license next to their face. I know this is a TURO Go, so I don't necessarily have to do that, but since I've been getting people to do that, I feel like it's been less risk. So that's kind of nice, and I have that information on them as well too. I wish I could ask for insurance cards, but last time I was doing that, TURO did send me a message and saying that that's not allowed, that they don't ask for that. So as far as details, very important. You know, I have one thing: book instantly, pick up in 1 hour. I should change that because it's 3 hours. But starting next week, now that I have the office, or I think I'm going to have the office, I will have pickup in 1 hour, which is going to be available at my location, which is 8 miles from the airport. So I just kind of go down and let them know, you know, it's 100% contactless handoff, that I will be asking them to upload a driver's license. It's pretty much a real simple process. I do mention that, you know, they can, that to leave the receipt in the glove compartment, so they've been doing that. And then, of course, I have my plugin for my elevated.rentals, which I'm getting a lot of live chat from potential renters on there. What I will do is I'm going to take off this 24/7 customer service number, because as confident as I was for them to help me out with potential rentals, from what I've heard from other hosts, as far as them calling in and them rebooking cars with other hosts with the assistance of TURO, I'm just going to avoid that, just in case if that is true or if that isn't true. I'm just going to take that phone number, but you can leave it in there if you don't want any phone calls. And of course, it's a phone number that's part of your listing, so it helps with conversion, I believe, because we're not allowed to put our phone number there. Then I do have the basics, stating the color, the guidelines again, fill up the tank on return, some basic stuff. But you should write as much as you possibly can, and keep it positive, right? Keep it easy. Explain the process, make them feel comfortable understanding and knowing the process, so they know what to anticipate. And so, vehicle protection, I'm on the 75 plan. This is the new plan. It used to be the 70%, now it's 75. That's why I moved it back. I used to do the 60% because that covered everything, whatever's. But this is now $250 deductible, which is nothing. You could pretty much have the body shop wash that with a discount. So technically, there's zero deductible on this. If you have a strong relationship with your body shop, your service provider, the vendor that you're using to repair your vehicle. And so usually that's not an issue. Right? But even if it is, it's still only $250. And they deduct it right away from whatever payout they give you. So trip preference, very important. Car location, delivery location, guest location, all instant book. No instant book, just like Airbnb, just like with all these booking engines, you're not going to rank. I mean, you're going to rank very low. Unless you have some kind of unique offering, a unique car, something that's amazing that they manually did. The algorithm will work against you on ranking and presenting your listing to as many people as possible, which is what you want if you don't have instant booking. They want to complete a sale. Turo doesn't want to market, capture, acquire a renter, potential renter, and send them to you just to not complete a sale. So an instant book has higher conversion, right? And so they're going to rank you higher. It's pretty simple. Home location, advance notice. I got, 3 hours right now. So I did believe that we say we're going to change that. It does have a rental for this weekend. So this one, advance notice, we're going to put 1 hour. 1 hour. And if you see here, I can go up to 5 minutes. But I have it 1 hour. So guest location, that's where we had the delivery. We'll go into that a little bit, or we'll go into delivery where I have it up to 1 mile, 2 miles. I did that really just for the badge. Am I delivering? I am making an exception. I do make exceptions, but usually standard protocol is that I'm delivering just to the airport or you're picking up from my location. And that 1 mile just gives me the free badge for the 1 mile free. I don't know if I mentioned that in the delivery section, but there it is. So hopefully you're paying attention. Hopefully you made it this far. Shortest possible trip. Most people, other hosts will tell you, do a 3-day minimum because 3-day rental is what you want. But if you use my pricing strategy, the high price will filter out, will demotivate them to doing 1 day. They'll look for the 3 days, right? But at least you'll show up for anybody who's searching for a car for 1 day. You might just have one person who wants to go out to dinner for 6, 7, 8 hours, and they're willing to spend the money. So here's what we got for trip duration. Is any longest possible trip, any. Require longer weekend trips. I go back and forth on this one. Here's what I think. I think that if you have it off, that you will be exposed more, right? Your listing will show up more. So when your listing shows up more and people click on it, people look at it, then it'll help you with indexing. Then it'll help you to be found, to be indexed on other search engines, external search engines such as Google, right? There's only one. I mean, I haven't heard of anybody else finding my profile under any other search engine. I don't believe so. Now, so I really want to rank high on Google. It definitely does help, and it's helped out since day one, and nobody's thinking about it. So if you're watching this video, you should be thinking about it as well too, because it is a nice source of views, right? Of traffic. It's perfect for outside traffic. So your listing, the way you have it set up, very important. That's my 7 Series BMW. I have all my other cars set up pretty much the same way. And I try to do this. As you see, I do skip some of the things, especially when the cars are doing well. I tend to only look at certain cars when they're not doing well, or if I have to switch them up a little bit. So here's what we're looking at with my other cars. Let me show you what my Corvette looks like, because this one is still in Orange County and it's getting rentals. but now I'm getting bookings for here in Las Vegas. So what I did with this one was, I'm targeted to bring this back on August 18th. So that's roughly about a week, less than 2 weeks from now. And all my future bookings are going to be for here in Vegas. And as you can see here, McCarran International Airport, it's a Sunday to Wednesday, which is good and bad, right? Because I got it midweek, but now it went out on Sunday, and 11:30. That means I'm not going to get a weekend rental for this one. So that's the part that hurts, but we'll make sure that it's available for one-day booking on Friday and Saturday, so that we can hopefully fish for maybe a one-day booking. And so we'll go into the settings under that. But if you look at this listing, I got post-trip cleaning for $25. So I did skip that. So let's go back to just real quick what I have. I don't remember on the 7 series. For post-trip, under extras, actually I skipped a bunch. So let's go back to what it is. Post-trip cleaning, $25, unlimited mileage for $88 per day. Those are my extras. I have that pretty much, I think, across the board. And for the unlimited miles, I don't know, I chose 8. That's the number of infinity. And I don't know, I just kept on moving it up, and the more I got it, the higher that I would put it. $88 kind of slowed it down, and that's ultimately what I want. I don't want somebody booking unlimited miles and taking the car out again to Colorado, right, or to New York, right? That's happened as well. I've had toll tickets in New York, which is crazy. So that's under extras. Distance included. One thing I did skip. I used to do unlimited miles so that I can have the badge. I didn't really see a difference in ranking, at least not in some of these cars, at least not in my cars. It might make a difference for yours. You should test it out. But I will say that I have had it up to 300 miles, which if you look at the settings, on the user side, on the renter side, it's 100, 200, and 300. I don't know why they have 250 here. Who knows? I used to have it at 250. I bumped it up to 300. It doesn't seem like it made a difference. I know it makes a difference from 200 to 300. 250 to 300, I didn't really see it. It looked pretty much the same, but you do rank higher the more miles you give. And being in Vegas, a 2-day rental will get you to California and back. And so that's how I thought about it when I was in California. From the area that I was in, Irvine, to here was less than 300 miles. So 2 days was perfect. So there's no issues there. Now, what else did I miss? I think I covered everything. Photos. Make sure photos are very important. As I'm saying that, I'm looking at my photos, and I definitely have to get some Vegas photos. I love these photos. These were for the holidays, and it's doing well, but I definitely want to make sure that I have some local photos for indexing as well too. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I have 19 photos here. I don't believe I can add any more, but 19 photos should be the minimum for you. So that's that's full settings, full walkthrough of my settings for one of my cars that's performing really well, so that you can see what that looks like. The settings do change up a little bit. I did show you a little bit about the Corvette, and so we'll just kind of run down the pricing. Now that I know that the price range has changed, let's see if it changed on this one. So this one I have at $242, again automatic pricing, $242 to $301, and this one now bumped up to be actually this is Vegas numbers, which was nice. So recommended was $242 and $301. Again, I don't believe the maximum price, you can put that set to whatever, as long as it's a lot higher than the $242, just in case the system thinks you can get it and it serves it up to you. One thing I did miss was the other discounts. So let's go into the discounts. I do have last minute boost pricing. What that does is that'll increase it to 10% if they book within, I think, 6 hours. So that I get a lot on last minute, and so that's a nice one to make money off of. Let's see, discounts: 3+ days, 7+ days, and 30+ days. I have it all maxed out. It's the most I could do on a 3+ day. So it's 25% across the board. And I've also maxed out the early bird discount at the 10%. So if they book 7+ days in advance, that's the max. And if they offered more, I would do it, because I do love advanced bookings. They seem to work out really well. They tie up my calendar, so I know how to adjust my pricing ahead of time. So I know what to anticipate as well too. So that's a Corvette, but let's go back just to see, so I can share a receipt. I know this is about settings, but here's what that type of rental. I don't have any other rentals, I guess, for this one. So I guess I just picked up one. I thought I picked up more. So this is the New Vegas one. Let's go ahead and look at how much we made. $376. I don't know if that seems low. That's about a third of the cost on this one. But to kind of share with you what the settings look like under a trip receipt for the host side. You know, this one got 900 miles. That was 300 miles per day. Got 3 days at 242. Now that's before the discounts. Now with the 3+ discount, which was a 25% discount, that was $181.50. And then they saved another $72 for booking 7+ days in advance. And my internet is crapping out right here and slowing down, so it's not sharing exactly what I made, but just to kind of share with you, it already shows it on the front page here of this reservation. $376.43 for technically a Sunday to Wednesday, which typically doesn't have bookings. So the goal is to make sure that on my settings on this one, I have it require longer weekend trips. Nope, don't have that. Good. Shortest possible trip, any. Perfect. Longest possible trip, any. And advance notice, 3 hours. I guess I could change that because I will have this car down here, but I'll keep it there for now because it is still in Orange County. I have it listed for here because I'm already pretty much booked up until the mid-month. August 18th is when I'm bringing this car back. So it looks like I have free remote unlock at the airport, 1 mile, and of course I've always set the delivery discount at 3+ days on all my listings. So I'll change that up as soon as I get the car in my possession. But let's look at another listing here, which is the Jeep. Just real quick. Don't have too much on this one. I drive this around, and but I want to keep it at the high price at $123. Yeah, I want to keep this at the high price of $123. I'd like to go higher. Let's look at if they changed the automatic price range. They did. So if you see here, perfect example, the maximum that I can go on my minimum according to this range here in Vegas is set to $112. The reason why I'm at $123 is because I had it set for the address in Orange County in California, so in Irvine. So if I hit save, it won't even let me. It'll make me correct this back to $112. So I'm just going to X out of that and go from there. But same thing, the 10% last minute booking price boost of 10% for last minute boost pricing, and the duration discount across the board 25% with my early bird discount at 10%. So leave a comment down below on what settings that has worked for you, or if you want me to go more in detail or just more into my theory on why I have my settings like this, and we'll go from there. I'll share as much as I possibly can with you guys and girls. Make sure to comment down below, even if you don't hit that like button. But if you do like this video or want to see more, or you got some kind of value, or you're making a ton of money, or you're converting a lot more deals because of the settings that I share, that's what it is. I'm not going to go change this, and I showed you a trip receipt on what it looks like, and that's it for me. Until the next, thanks for watching.